What's up, guys? This is Sim with Vengeance, and I'm back here with another Madden NFL 17 Detroit Lions franchise. And today we begin our journey to greatness. We start off at Lucas Oil Stadium against the Indianapolis Colts. Andrew Luck and them boys ready to get back on track as they had a rough season last year. Andrew Luck could not stay healthy. They had Matt Hasselbeck. Now it's Andrew Luck's time to redeem himself, and it's time for the Lions to move on without Calvin Johnson. You know, he was the biggest offensive piece in all of the NFL. It's debatable. You have Rob Gronkowski as well. But to the Lions, he was something special. And we got to move on without him. So, if you guys are excited for the start of the journey, make sure you guys drop the like. And if you're new to this at all, hit that subscribe button. And we are going to make a few disclaimers before we get this all underway. First off, this is on all Madden. Second off, we don't have the slider. We didn't change the sliders yet. We are planning on changing the sliders as referred to Arios Gaming. Arios is a good friend of mine. He has made some of the most amazing sliders in Madden. So I will probably be using those and testing them out myself and making changes from here to there. Third, I am running 10-minute quarters with accelerated clock to 13. That is subject to change as well. Leave your suggestions. Suggestions are always helpful for me to make the game much better for you guys to watch. So, and not only that, but for easier for me to play as well. So we're trying to find out what our goal is for this season. This is something new in franchise. I set it to 8 wins. I think the Lions can finish 8-8 at best. In real life, I think they can. I don't know about, my skills, because every game in Madden is different. So we got to figure out what we want to do for our team. Obviously, we got to try and stop the Colts today. Next week, we got the Titans. We have a really tough division. We got filled with the Packers, the Vikings. The Vikings are really getting up there as well. Teddy Bridgewater has really kind of elevated that team to the next level, considering that he is more of their style of play. Adrian Peterson is back, and he is better than ever. That defense over there in Minnesota is also really good. You cannot forget about the Packers. Aaron Rodgers is, in my opinion, the best quarterback in the league. You could probably say Tom Brady. You could probably say, a couple of others. But honestly, in my honest opinion, I think Aaron Rodgers is the best one because, he's in his prime. But nonetheless, the Packers are always a threat. We have a really tough division to play in. Obviously, the Bears are there too, but they have their days where they're really good and their days where they're really bad. And that's pretty much where we're at too. So, anyway, we got to take a look at the other stuff. We got, obviously we got to do a little bit of training before each game. We might end up cutting Dan Orlovsky and signing of another backup quarterback that's a little bit better. We got to try and improve our team week by week to try and do what we can to try and help this team make the playoffs. Because that's our goal, I think. If we can make the playoffs at 8-8, it's an outside shot, but it could happen. You see, Tim Wright is out for the whole season with an ACL tear. That kind of sucks, but, that's football for you. As we're going to take a look back at the Colts injury report, they are cleaner than a whistle as they do not have any injuries. And we are facing the Colts full strength. We're pretty much facing them full strength outside of Tim Wright. But Tim Wright's not really the biggest part of this offense because we do have Pettigrew, who's also a good backup tight end. Ebron's probably the big guy that we have to rely on this year. We do have practice squad players too. That's another great feature that this game has. Practice squad players do end up making a big impact on the team if something happens. So we got to watch out for those guys and see how they can go. So we're going to get on with this game at Lucas Oil Stadium. And we are here, and I like the new presentation. I like the new announcers. Screw Phil Simms and Jim Nantz. Oh, not necessarily Jim Nantz. More so Phil Simms, because I did not like him. These guys are great. They actually have made me laugh a couple times already with their banter. It's quite funny. But you see, the Lions are getting ready. The Colts are getting ready. Frank Gore. I almost said Al Gore. That's a former president of the United States, vice president of the United States. But T.Y. Hilton off to receive the kickoff for the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway with the new kicking system, too. And that is something that I'm going to get a bit used to after a while. It's going to mess with me for a little bit, but I will get used to it. So, anyway, we have Andrew Luck coming out on the field. He's got to come back and try and get a redeem year for him. As last year, like I said, he had a bit of problems trying to keep himself healthy last year. Granted, he is still one of the top quarterbacks in the league, but it's kind of hard to, be productive when you're not healthy. So here come the Indianapolis Colts on their first drive. Here goes. Play action. Luck over the middle to Dorsett. And Dorsett makes a couple of spin moves. And that is a nasty. That was nasty. Straight up. And now it's a 39-yard pickup and a first down for the Colts. Second down and 1. And the play clock winding down to 6. They're going to try and do another one of these play actions. And Luck scrambling to his right. Gets it off to T.Y. Hilton. But he fumbles the ball at the 1. And it's recovered by the Lions defense. What a play by Diggs to be at the right place at the right time. Wow, that was an insane play. Watch that over and over again. I still can't believe it. So here comes the Detroit Lion offense here on a 3rd down and 3. Stafford in the shotgun. And let's see if he can get his team a first down and keep the drive alive. Stafford looking underneath to Anquan Bolden, and he gets the first down. 3 of 3 so far for Stafford for 14 yards. We're looking for these small underneath throws because that seems to be working for me. I'd like to get myself comfortable. I'd like to get myself, used to the new mechanics of the passing game, even though there's not really much change from year to year, but there's always a couple of things that I just want to be comfortable with when trying out this game. So here is Stafford again looking underneath to Anquan Bolden, and Bolden being pretty productive on the first drive. I like it. 3rd down and 2. Shotgun again. Stafford looking underneath. Caught by Ebron. Ebron down to the 16-yard line. Stafford 8 of 8 on the drive for 52 yards. Having himself a really good drive. This team's more pass-oriented, as you have seen on this first drive. And then they get it off to Theo Reddick, and Theo gets it in the end zone for the touchdown. It's not Amir Abdullah. It is Theo Reddick. If you guys have a little bit of a problem with it, let me know. I will try and adjust the playing time accordingly so it's more split carries for Reddick and Abdallah. But right now it seems as if Theo Reddick might be the starting running back. But you see underneath they get it off to Frank Gore, and Frank Gore getting that first down for a pickup of 19 yards. Andrew Luck 4 of 5 so far for 94 yards. Man, that fumble really messed his team up, though, because T.Y. Hilton looked like he was going to get in for a score, but until he fumbled. But 3rd down and 3, here they go. Andrew Luck going to try and give it off to Frank Gore, and Frank Gore is going nowhere, as that is a good defensive stand, and it's a 4th down. And here come the Lions offense once again, trying to get themselves to extend their lead a little bit, and we can take a 2-score lead. We do start off with the ball in the second half, so if we could get a nice, solid drive going right here, this will be great. We get it off to Ebron. Look at that. Go up and get it, big fella. 10 of 11 for Stafford for 73 yards. Again, these short underneath throws are working for me. And it's not to say that, I'm not trying to cheese the game or anything, but I'm just trying to get comfortable. It's a brand new game for us, So off to Abdallah right here, and he gets the first down. So 2nd down and 1 here. We have Reddick in the backfield. And Riddick, actually Theo Reddick. I said Reddick, it's Riddick. But he has 10 carries for 43 yards and that touchdown. So he's having himself a pretty good game. Remember how you guys were like all about Vincent Harvey and the Dolphins franchise? It's not the same with Riddick. I mean, Riddick is a pretty good running back, don't get me wrong. But he's not Vincent Harvey good. So we got to try and adjust. So it's all about trying to figure out what makes this team tick and can I do to try and improve this team little by little. You see Stafford trying to avoid the sack. He shreds the sack, and he's going to take off running here, and he gets the first down, or not the first down, but he does get it, a little bit closer to the end zone. He does get it down to the 4-yard line, and this is going to set up for a Matt Prater field goal here to try and make it 10-0, as this one's a little bit to the left, and it's kicked to the right, and it's good. So Prater gets his first field goal of the season, extending our lead to 2 scores. And now with 29 seconds left, we're going to try and... The Colts thinking right here that if they could just run the ball, they could go to halftime. But Frank Gore fumbles the football, and we get it back. So 2 turnovers by the Colts in the first half. That's why they're in this hole. Now they're going to be down by a possible 17-0 deficit here going into halftime, but as it stands right here, with 1 second left, I'm just going to kick the field goal from Prater, and it's going to be 13-0. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable with our lead so far in this game. As you know, Dan Orlovsky's sitting there celebrating after he hit his kicker, made a field goal. So we're looking underneath here to Riddick. Riddick cannot get the first down. I thought he could have got it, but no. As Matthew Stafford's completion percentage is through the roof, but a lot of his passes are underneath, as you may have noticed. 19 of 22 for only 139 yards. And no touchdowns, no interceptions. He's kept the ball in his team's possession, but he hasn't been throwing the ball down the field. But you see Frank Gore going down the field for a pickup of about 58 yards and a first down. That puts the Colts in near field goal range. So this might be the best possession yet for the Colts. And 3rd down and 10 here. Andrew Luck all alone in the shotgun. Luck drops back, looking left side, caught by T.Y. Hilton, but it's not enough for the first down. And they're going to end up settling for their field goal from the great Adam Vinatieri. Man, he has been around the league for quite some time. I remember when he made that game-winning field goal in his first ever Super Bowl against the Rams back in 2001. That was something special for him. And he has been a legend ever since. So 1st and 10 here for the Lions. This is now 13-3, and they give it off to Riddick. And look at Riddick go. Breaking tackles down to the 20-yard line. And wow, what a run by Theo Riddick. 12 carries, 74 yards, and that 1 touchdown he had earlier. So they're on fire right now. Let's see if we can finish off the drive here at the 21-yard line. We get it off to Anquan Bolden, and he takes it down to the 1. 22 of 27 for Stafford for 168. Like I said, a lot of underneath throws, but that one right there was actually down the field, and we actually did something with it. 1st and goal, the very next play. Riddick going to take this one in for the score, and it's now 20-3. And the Lions looking pretty good on offense. The run game has been surprisingly good. I'm not saying that the Lions' run offense is bad, but it's definitely not top tier. But they are doing pretty well in the run game right now. And Riddick, man, I mean, if he's doing this well, I mean, we might as well just give him more carries. I mean, if he's going to play this well. And, with Abdallah also pretty good at the running game. I mean, we could be a good running team if we really, really practice at it. But we almost get the interception right there. Andrew Luck threw a bad pass right there. As we almost came up right there to snatch that one out of their hands. But they're going to go for it on 4th down. Andrew Luck drops back like a 5, 6, 7 step drop, and he does get the first down right there for down to the 26-yard line for a pickup of like another 26 yards. So, again, at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10. Let's see if they can get a touchdown here to try and get themselves a little closer. Luck steps back, has time. He has a lot of time. Gets that one off to I think that's I can't remember. I can't see his name, but it's Dorsett. I can't remember. I drew a blank, but you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys draw blanks in your head before. But Luck dropping back again, looking over the middle of T.Y. Hilton, but it's not enough for the first. And they're going to be settling for the field goal here with Vinatieri. Vinatieri is going to be pretty much making this one. He's one of the greatest kickers in the game. And, it's now 20-6. The defense has been playing well today. I will say that much. The defense has played spectacular today. Making stops, forcing turnovers, 2 fumble recoveries today. That's something that you got to take advantage of. With the ball's loose like that, you got to take advantage. But you see, we try to go up for Ebron, and it's intercepted by Patrick Robinson. And that's not a smart play. I will admit, I probably should have been a lot more conservative with my play calling on that one. And I'm probably going to get bit in the butt on that one. But that's football for you. As Andrew Luck continuing to do really well. 12 of 16 for 197. He's had a pretty good game outside of his teammates fumbling the ball a lot. But on 3rd and inches, they're going to hand it off to Frank Gore, and he's going to get nothing. As that's 4th down. Let's see if they can get these 2 yards to get the drive alive and keep the game alive for the Colts. Because if they lose this one here, it's game over. They do get the first down, though. Frank Gore finds a hole, and it's a first down. So Luck trying to find somebody open. He tries to find Allen, and Dwayne Allen drops the ball in the back of the end zone. So now 4th and goal again for the Colts with about a minute and a half left. And let's see if they can get this one in. And I got fooled on that one. That was definitely looking like a counter play from the very beginning. as it's now 20-13. Onside kick pending. This gives the Colts a shot if they recover it. Even if they don't, they still have all 3 timeouts. Yes, but we'll see. 3 timeouts. Let's see if they can make a stop. So 3rd and 4. Colts have 1 timeout remaining. 1:18 left. And we're going to hand it off to the big fella. And he is going to give the first down and the win to the Detroit Lions. In week 1, final score, Detroit Lions 20, Indianapolis Colts 13. Great game on both sides of the ball. Stafford may have had that 1 interception, but it didn't come back to haunt him as the Lions still ended up with a win. 2 forced fumbles and 2 fumble recoveries for our defense showed that, hey, any given Sunday, you know, I don't think the Colts were the Colts weren't, you know, I think they were favored to win this game. If you would really think about it, the Colts at home are really good at home. And, you know, no one expects the Lions to come in on the road and beat a team like the Indianapolis Colts. So we did a good job defensively and offensively. We got the job done in week 1, and next week we get our first home game against the Tennessee Titans with Marcus Mariota and DeMarco Murray coming to town. And let's see if we can start 2-0 on the season. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, hey, hit that like button. And until then, also hit that subscribe button for more Lions franchise. Until then, my name is Sid with Vengeance. You guys have been amazing as always. And I am out.